Is happening. Quest for 900 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I think we're about around 60 subs. So I really appreciate the support. If you love all things bowling and you are seeing this for the first time, please give me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Like it and share this video with your friends. And follow me on my journey to perfection, trying to achieve that elusive 900 series in a sanctioned league or tournament environment. So let's get right into it. I haven't done too many long form videos because it seems like the algorithm is favoring the shorts, just uploading a shot or a few shots. I've been fortunate enough to bowl on a couple of different patterns, a couple of different centers, so been able to throw pretty much everything in my arsenal, which is nice. So thanks for liking those and thanks for watching them. But tonight is league night. I'm getting my equipment together and I've sold a couple things. I got rid of the pitch purple. It was just kind of over under for me and just way too niche. And my PSO talked me into a purple hammer. He said, hey, it's still the GOAT right now. So I was interested in the Zen U. Anybody has it, comment, let me know if you like it. The pitch purple seems, not pitch purple, this is one I sold. The pitch black seems to be a staple in most Tour Pros bags that at least are on SPI products and global products. So I heard the double cross wasn't too bad. I think that's radical. So that's the only thing I'm missing right now is the urethane. I haven't really bowled too many tournaments, but once I start bowling tournaments again, which will be soon, I was waiting for my shoulder to feel better and just start throwing a little bit more consistent. I'm excited to. I definitely need a urethane. Those that are tournament bowlers know that you just can't go anywhere. You get at least one. Some people have 2 and 3, and I totally get that. Especially if you're more of a rev dominant or a power player. So, yeah, as a two-hander, that's probably a must in my bag. So I'm going to start with one purple hammer, and then I'll see maybe a Zen U might be a good something off of that. Maybe something a little cleaner with a little bit more pop. The problem I've had with reactives is kind of a slower speed two-hander is, okay, I have low to no tilt, so the ball wants to stand up, and then rev dominant, so the ball also wants to stand up, so it's hard for me to get a urethane ball far enough down the lane. So some of that might have to be, I might have to learn how to throw it a little harder and maybe come up the back of it a little bit more. And I'll definitely be working with my coach on that release, just maybe a little bit firmer speed and a little bit more end over end roll. Anyways, let me show you what to league tonight, what's been working at my main house. I'll start out, take a few looks with the Zen ball good here. That's a Global 900 Zen. I'm sure most of you are familiar with that. If you don't already have one, you've seen that ball go down the lane a bunch. It's very popular, and for a good reason. It's just a great ball. It seems to roll good for everyone. Actually, the lefty on my team has one too. So that's what I usually take a peek with first, just to see how I'm throwing it. If I'm throwing it fast enough, I start with that. If I'm throwing it too slow, that thing's snapping really hard on the back, so then I'll go to something like this Roto Grip. The Hustle PBR is becoming a fast favorite. This ball is just so smooth and it carries so well for a solid. It's just a really special ball. I feel like it's a poor man's phase too, and I don't even know. It's not even a slap on the ball. It's just at this price point, I think it's just the best bang for the buck. So if you're watching this as a beginner bowler, I would strongly recommend anything in the Hustle line. There's a Hustle Wine, Hustle USA, Hustle Ink, Hustle Camo. If you see anything with the Hustle logo on it, even if it's a secondhand ball, this is a secondhand ball. And this thing, I almost shot 800 with this. I used it all 3 games one week. I think that was my 299 game, which I uploaded. You guys can find that in my shorts. So just an amazing ball. So sometimes I do start with this too, but the only knock on this is since it is a weaker symmetrical, if there's good amount of oil, or I'm just not catching it with the revs I normally do, and I'm not just quite warmed up yet. I'll go to something stronger, give me a little bit more help on the back. But man, when I'm warmed up and I'm feeling good, this ball just looks so great at blending. I can hold it at about 10, 11 if I miss in at the break point, and I can get it out to 2, and it'll come back. It's really unfair sometimes how much room I can get with that ball. Now I have this Motive Fatal Venom, and this one has a pretty unique shape. This one's very clean and very angular. My PAP is like almost 6 right and like almost 2 down, so I got pretty crazy layouts on some of my equipment. But if I remember correctly, this one has a pretty sharp, or low, I should say, veil angle, like 5 or 10 degrees. So this one is going to kick hard on the back, even though it is a weaker symmetrical. So I got 3 pretty good options here, all different strengths and shapes. And then I also have my trusty Venom Shock. This is what I shoot my spares with, and I will put my thumb in and release it on my first shot with my thumb in it if I am that lost, because I know at least I can get to the pocket. Whether I carry, that's a different question. Some other things in my arsenal. The Spies is an asymmetrical plastic ball, so it's a plastic cover with an asymmetric weight block in it, and this is a dry lane. This is a very niche short pattern or super burnt up house I'll use it on. High Road Pearl, I did try the High Road Pearl a few times in that league, but it's just a little too long and too angular, so I'm wrapping a lot of 10s. Unless I take this down to probably 3,000, hit it with surface, that would probably do the trick, but I just don't want to mess with it because it rolls really well on almost everything else, everywhere else, so I'm just going to keep it as is with that. I think that's 4K fast out of the box. It's got a little lane shine in it, so I'm definitely not messing with that ball. And then the Supernova, I love playing with this ball, but this one's very niche as a rev dominant player with low tilt and a lot of revs. This ball wants to stand up immediately, so I got this for a longer and higher volume sport pattern. So I don't use it too much on the house, but it is a fun ball to play with. The only thing is if you get a little slow with this or get around it too much, this thing will make you pay and split every time. And then I still have this Altered Reality. Actually, this is the second one I had. The first one I sold because of the ban, it was part of the replacement program, but I liked it so much and I realized, well, what this is banned for, I don't even bowl in any of those tournaments anyway, so I ended up getting another one used, I think 40 or 50 bucks, and then a plug-in redrill. So I don't use this too often because these asymmetricals are pretty niche for the type of style that I have, but they are fun when I get to use them. So I think I'm coming into this average. I was at 229, averaging 229. I got up to 232, which is pretty good for me. I'm usually around a 225 average bowler at most centers, 220 to 230, depending on the house conditions. I can get in the 2 teens if it's a high friction place. That's low volume and a little bit more difficult. But yes, I'm happy with the way I'm bowling. My spare shooting could be a lot better. I think I've been in the high 600s, low 700s the last couple weeks. My highest series so far has been a 797. I think that's when I had the 299 game. Had some big games. I've had a 289 game. I've had a 279, 269. So I'm getting there a lot. I'm getting front 8s, front 9s, front 10s. I just got to finish it off. So I know this is all about the quest for 900, but let's hit me that 800 first and get some momentum going, and then game plan it from there. But thanks for watching, guys. If you're still with me, this is going on 10 minutes. I really appreciate the support. Again, if you're watching this for the first time, please like, subscribe, and share this with all of your bowling friends. Eventually, I will be getting into some coaching, one-handed, two-handed, maybe even left-handed, because I can bowl pretty much every which way. And just excited about the channel, excited to grow it, help get me to 100 subscribers. And I'll start diversifying the content a little bit more. But again, I'm not going to do too much long form, videos until I get some more subscribers, because it doesn't seem like the algorithm is favoring that. They're not getting the views that I'd like for them to get and the reach for them to get. So again, thanks for hanging with me this long, and happy Tuesday. I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving and a great holiday season. Thanks.